Hello and welcome to the Kansas City Public Library's first Fireside Ghost Story reading. In September, we asked kids and teens from around Kansas City to submit original short ghost stories. We chose 2 winners to be featured here on our YouTube channel. Our first story was submitted by Paige, aged 10, and is a chilling tale about a sleepover gone wrong. So sit back and try not to scream as we read Truth or Dare. It all started with a group of friends, Liza, Courtney, Brandalyn, and Leah. One evening after school, the girls decided to have a sleepover at Liza's house. Liza's mom always loved when the girls came over, but when they walked through the door, Liza's mom didn't even say hi. The girls were a little weirded out by it, but then they ran up to Liza's room. They were bored until Courtney suggested that they play Truth or Dare. Desperate, they all said yes and started playing. Little did they know that this game of Truth or Dare was deadly. Courtney started by daring Liza to go in the bathroom and lick the toilet seat. Liza was absolutely disgusted by this dare, but she did it anyway. As Liza licked the toilet seat, she yelled out, "Ooh, gross!" Next, Brandalyn dared Leah to force down a spoonful of hot sauce. Brandalyn gave Leah the spoon, and she slurped it down with a pain in her throat. Ouch! Oh! The girls continued daring each other. There were dares like, call your crush, and other stupid things like that. Suddenly, the lights went out. The girls all assumed it was just a blackout power outage. But when the lights came on, they were all shocked to see that Courtney was gone. Liza, Leah, and Brandalyn all started inching toward each other. Leah said quietly, "Courtney? Courtney! Where are you?" There was no response. When Leah looked down, she was shocked. A substance that appeared to be blood was dripping onto the floor. Leah screamed. Brandalyn and Liza came rushing over, and they too screamed. They all hugged each other in disbelief. Brandalyn grabbed Leah and Liza by the hand and took them into the kitchen to find Liza's mom, but she was nowhere to be seen. Liza shouted, "Mom! Mom!" Then the lights went out again. And this time, when they came back on, Brandalyn was gone. Leah and Liza screamed and shrieked for help, but there was no one around to hear them. Leah grabbed Liza's hand and squeezed it as tight as she could. When Leah looked up, again, she saw blood dripping from the ceiling. They didn't know what to do. Liza had never believed in ghosts her entire life, but now she was starting to. Liza reached for her phone and tried calling her mom, but the phone was dead. So Taking charge, Liza came up with a plan to escape. She told Leah that they would hold each other's hands so tightly that when the lights went dark, nothing would be able to grab them, and then they would run. Minutes passed as they held each other's hands tightly. Suddenly, the lights went dark. Liza had doubts that this would work, but surprisingly, the whole time the lights were out, she still felt Leah's hand in hers. Then the lights came back on. Instead of Leah, she saw she was holding the hand of a detached limb. Leah ran into a closet and closed the door. She felt something cold brush up against her skin. When she turned around, she saw the unimaginable. There, standing right behind her, was her mom. Liza yelled, "Mom!" But there was no response. Then Liza noticed the blood stain on her mom's shirt. She was dead. Liza's face turned from scared to petrified. She ran out of the closet, feeling sick to her stomach. She closed the closet door and turned around. There, standing in the corner of her kitchen, was a pale white figure. Its eyes were fully black, and its soul was too. Its hair was silver, and all over it were blood stains. When Liza looked up, she screamed once more. There at the top was an axe, cutting into its round, beat-up head. It was murmuring something under its breath, but Liza couldn't tell what it was saying. She was still screaming, but no one was around to hear her. Liza saw it pull the axe out of its head, and that was the last thing that she saw. And after that night, none of them were ever seen again.